you like just from the collective team effort out there and just the overall effort in general to get back into this one?
Yeah, exactly. We just talked about it, just our competitive fight down to the full 48, and then into overtime. But, yeah, the group's resilient, competitive, high character, tough. That's who we are, scrappy. Yeah, again, showed it again.
51 points from the bench, just how much of a lift were they able to provide?
Yeah, I mean, at times, we had multiple of those guys in there at the same time. Even Isaiah, it's the long road back for Isaiah again. He came out and spills it. 21 minutes for him. Collins gasping. We're trying to give him just a spot there in the fourth, in and out. Made big shots in that stretch down the fourth. And then I thought Nick's minutes, especially in that first half, were awesome. And again, our center depth, we're going to have to continue to figure it out, but we have depth. And Nick was great, especially in that first stint.
Coach, to challenge that call at the end, what did you see, or what was the relay you got that made you go, okay, we need to challenge this?
Yeah, just the process, having a process set up, trusting what those guys see on video, obviously communicating with our guys on the floor, Royce. Yeah, I think that's what it's set up to do. You have a process, you set it up, you trust the guys, what they're seeing, what you're hearing, and then you do it. Yeah, I thought both challenges were big tonight.
When you look at, obviously, the end of regulation and Devin splitting the free throws, and then Royce getting the rebound, and then Mark following that, just maybe speak to what Mark did tonight. Had more minutes, obviously, but the way he played, particularly down the stretch in that football.
Yeah, Mark was unreal. I think every second he was on the floor, he impacted the game, both sides. And again, it's great to see his fight, his work pays off. And can't tell you how many days he was in there in this summer without, even doing the court stuff. So we're going to continue to need it. He set the standard. So now we got to hold him to that standard to continue to play this at this level. No possessions off, no nights off. He was fantastic.
So I know Laurie's a handful, and I've had a career high, but the size that they have, how much do you feel like, even though you have center depth, they have size in multiple positions? How much do you feel like that impacted them?
I think that's a little unique. I know some teams are moving that direction, but this is a little unique with marketing and flip. Like those guys are 3-4, but can still stretch the floor. That's unique. Yeah, I mean, Markkinen's a great player. It's just the 17 free throws. We got to somehow figure out the free throw stuff. Just too many easy ones. He happens to make every single one of them. So, yeah, I think they're a big team. That's some of what they do. They're a really good offensive rebounding team. They were last year top 10. This year top 5. That's what they do. That's one of their strengths.
Last thing I had, Coach, you talked before about getting off to a good start, and then I'm sure you looked at the board like, okay, we're down 19-2. I mean, what's going through the mind when you're seeing shots not being made and then them going on a run and can hit like 5, 6 threes there?
Yeah, we got to figure that part out. That was part of the talk there in the locker room. Can't put us in a hole like that. This is the NBA, and I know teams go on runs, but that is a big hole to overcome, especially right off the bat. Again, we'll stick to a process, like how good were our shots, how good were theirs, did we have enough possessions in those early minutes? But yeah, we got to be better there. All right, y'all.
Thanks, Coach.